look, it's a Persian. That must be her riding Pokemon.
Do you think that would be narrow enough?
No, because it's going to be exactly the same size as all the other riding Pokemon. They take up the exact same amount of space.
It's true, that's annoying.
I'm almost positive that that's true. Anything you can ride on, I'm going to assume takes up the exact same size.
Can you ride an Electrode in this?
I don't know.
I hope so. I hope you just kind of get on it and clown ball around.
I'm amazed that they made Persian a riding Pokemon.
Yeah, it looks too small. I don't buy it until I see it.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
What happened?
Somebody is hosting us with... Oh god. I couldn't see who it was. Oh no.
Hosting?
Yeah, somebody's hosting. Captain Spike hosted us with 6 viewers. Thank you so much.
Is that a friend of yours?
It's not somebody I immediately recognize, but it could be. Go ahead and bork them. Just everyone bork them.
Borking.
Bork them all.
Nice.
Thank you for the host.
Does that mean that we're showing on their channel? Is that what that means?
Yeah, it means that they're hosting our stuff.
Neat.
We got 3 Pokeballs. Also, welcome back, Boeing.
Bork.
Borking Boeing.
Welcome, Bork.
Oh, I almost avoided this guy.
Yeah, but you want to eventually fight everyone.
Nothing up, we're just playing Pokemon.
Can you meow on them? Yeah. You can be a meowing dog.
I used to have a dog that barked.
We made it... What?
I used to have a cat that barked.
Cats are good at imitating things.
Yeah, they are.
We may make a Hun cat at some point.
I always go with bird Pokemon. I've dedicated myself to them.
Yes,
yeah, we're doing co-op Pokemon.
Pretty much always.
It makes the game way easier in this one, but hey, it's co-op Pokemon. Let's be real. That's something that has never really been that big an option. So
yeah, and it means that we get to just see more of our Pokemon at any given time. We're looking at the backs of 2 creatures instead of 1.
Yeah, I think I might use that for BTTV stuff. I don't know if we're gonna do that, but if we do, then I'll use it for that.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Don't worry about it. Okay. I'm just talking to Boeing. Boeing said that we can use Hundera Scuffers if I want. It's he made an emote for us at some point.
Aww,
it's just a picture of it's my head out of the art that you did with my arms up above my head. It's just the Hypers emote, but it's yeah. Okay. Anywho, look, it's a Doduo.
Dodrio is a riding Pokemon, right?
It better be. I'm not 100% sure, but it better be. If it's not, I'm very concerned.
Back in first gen, they could learn Fly. Can they still learn Fly?
They should be able to learn Fly.
Okay.
I don't think they ever took away that option.
Okay. It's fun that they can do that.
Fly's a TM in this game. I assume it is, but I don't know. Not for sure.
Don't know.
I know it's not an HM. You can't just pick it up at that house.
Yeah. When I was a kid, it took me forever to find the HM for Fly, because you technically don't need it to beat the game.
I think I found it almost immediately, but it was on accident.
It's a little bit out of the way. So, like, I didn't think that, oh, there's a building that I can go in there. It was just, oh, that's in the background behind the barrels.
Yeah, we made that Doduo a dead duo.
I can't think of a better pun, so you win.
Oof, no.
Yeah, no, Fly, you don't technically need it, so if you don't know to look for it, like behind a cut bush and into a building in, like, the corner of something, like, you can just go the whole game without it.
Yeah, I understand.
Which is unbearable because you walk at, like, the speed of, like, 1 hour per hour in...
1 hour per hour.
In first gen, it's real slow.
Because an hour is a distance.
You're light years away from challenging Brock.
Whoa.
I did not actually help there, but I'm gonna pretend I did.
Look, did you see how big Arcanine was in here?
Yeah.
Should
we make just a series of Hundera animals, or you just do the white chompy face creatures for a bunch of things?
It wouldn't really help us too much because we've only got the 1 emote slot again.
Yeah, but for later.
I don't know.
And also, if we made a Discord,
we'll see.
we would have
We'll
those.
see.
Of course,
I don't want to
then,
make big decisions off of,
Yeah.
nothing.
Of course, then instead of having emotions, we just have different animals, which arguably convey emotions. Like sometimes you're just in a cat mood versus a dog mood. But I don't know.
See you later, Birdman.
Is that a Birdman?
I believe that was a Birdman. I mean, it was actually like not a punk, but he was like some kind of a punk rock guy. Punks are in Sun and Moon. That's an actual like trainer type. As weird as it sounds, like you can get characters that show up that there's a cue ball.
Aren't there some?
I do remember that one.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is a Birdman.
Aren't there punks that will show up in like the back alleys in like 5th gen?
Yeah,
6th
and
gen?
so okay,
With
I
trash Pokemon.
liked the ones in 5th gen because the guys were always like flexing or bracing or sitting there like badasses, and they'd have their backs turned to you, and then they had like Totodile on the back of a leather jacket.
Oh, that's
and
good.
that's super cute. Oh god.
Under the floorboards.
Somebody's followed. Oh, thank you, Captain Spike, for the follow.
Welcome to our floorboards.
Welcome to the floorboards. There's plenty of boots down there.
And bright crawlers at the moment.
Have as many as you want. I'm not
Tasty
into it, but
boots.
okay, let's go. But yeah, 5th gen was really good when it came to that kind of stuff. 6th gen, which was X and Y, introduced the concept of, and I was wrong, I said 7th, which was Sun and Moon, but it's not that one, it was X and Y. X and Y had punks that were like the girls had pink dreadlocks and just looked angry all the time, and the guys had like blue mohawks, and they were literally just street punks that were dressed up like punk rock style characters. And they were really good. They used almost exclusively poison types though.
I basically like to imagine just the bicycle gang from that one early episode of
Yeah,
Pokemon
that
that
too.
Team Rocket used to be in.
Yeah.
Where they all had the most ridiculous glam rock hair imaginable. Oh, I shouldn't have picked Shadow Ball. That was not correct. Against this normal type. It doesn't matter though, it dead.
Yeah. It's a bird, it doesn't matter. I'm using ice type attacks on flying types. They're gonna go down immediately.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is why birds fly south for the winter.
Because Heather is there.
Yeah, because they don't want to fight Heather.
Who's
Slash on
got
who?
Oh, let's see.
Oh, no.
No.
No. I mean, like, I'd be tempted with, like, maybe replacing, Ember, but...
No, it's nice to have something with a lot of PP on it.
I don't want anything that has a lot of PP on it.
Okay, we can never not make these jokes, but I'm trying to not, and you're making them anyways. You told me to never say some of these jokes again, too.
I'm sorry.
Shadow is pointing out in Sun and Moon, the models for punks are almost identical to the Team Skull, like the grunts.
Yeah. That's They in Sun and Moon, the punks are Team Skull, but Team Skull members have the bandana that covers their mouth, and the punks in Sun and Moon are just the exact same model, but the thing that covers their mouth isn't there.
Okay.
And it's heavily implied that they're just grunts, but that the grunts aren't always like wearing their skull stuff, or they look that way because they're going to become grunts later on. So maybe the grunts are just punks that they've been picking up, or
So
this
it's
or
just the criminal gangs are the disillusioned youth.
that. Sort of. They also have their own city that they took over and kicked people out of.
Which is probably terrible, but sounds rad.
I think it's actually, and I figured this out by checking the map and kind of like trying to figure out where that city is. I think it's Kona. Not Kona. Oh shoot. Crap. I forget.
What island?
I want to say Maui.
There's nothing on Maui.
Where
so...
does Kona Brand Coffee comes from Maui? Yeah.
No, I think that's from Big Island.
Maybe it is the Big Island then. Maybe all I remember is that I figured out that I think it's the same island. I'm almost positive. I'm not 100% positive, but I'm almost positive. It's an actual, like, they took over a real ass city though, and they turned it into a fortress. They built walls around it, and they're all covered in Team Skull paint stuff.
Good for them on accomplishing that much.
That town is falling apart and is broken and awful to be inside.
No other team owns a town.
The actual Team Skull grunts in there talk about what like a shit show it is.
It's good writing. They managed it and now they hate it.
Yeah.
Like, that's interesting. Good on them, because no one else ever... I mean, I guess Team Rocket owns a casino. And it's at least profitable.
You could go up and get that item probably without triggering these 800 bikers down
I
the
don't
path.
think you'll... I think it will.
Yeah, we could trigger one and then the cue ball up there at the top. Which is fine, because cue ball is one that we haven't seen yet.
Need to burn some time. Shut up and battle.
Wow, what a dick.
Yeah, he's just sitting here waiting to die, and he needs to kick someone's ass in the meantime. His name is Felix. Is that why you're
Punk
acting
guy
out?
Felix. Yeah,
Mom gave you a weird
he's really
name.
angry because his parents named him something he doesn't like. It's fine. Felix is an okay name, man. I don't mind the name Felix. Felix is great.
As pointed out, 90% of Alola is just mildly annoyed with Team Skull, but no one seems to notice that they took over a city.
Yeah, right? That's so weird. There's one guy who notices, and it's the kahuna of the island that has a town that they took over.
Mm-hmm.
And he lives literally right next to it. He lives in the police station that used to be a part of that town, but is no longer in the town because they erected the walls around the town and left the police station outside of it. So he's just
Seems
living. And
weirdly specific.
I think he's supposed to actually be like a cop who maybe just let this happen. I don't know. His house is full of Meowth too, like absolutely
Relatable.
fit to bursting. Like he actually raises them and takes care of them. So there's just a bunch of dark type Meowth just hanging out.
It's very relatable.
What you? Yeah, he's a cop.
The
Yeah, I
criminals
thought
are
so.
always the best parts of
I
these
forget,
games.
is he, yeah, he's retired Interpol, isn't he? Like, he's a cop, but he's totally, because eventually you get him and Looker having conversations with each other.
I like how I've stopped and
Yeah,
talking
I like
to you.
that too. I leveled up my Pokemon, but it won't evolve. Why? Is it a stone evolution?
It's a trait
is
evolution,
It a trait
I'll bet.
evo? There's a lot of things.
Is it fully evolved and it's
Challenge?
only a
Oh, they're calling
two-stage?
him Roughnecks now?
Well, cue ball didn't make sense. It's like, yeah, they're bald, but that's not really a type of person.
Roughneck Zeke.
Okay. Which would be short for Ezekiel.
Yeah, it's a trait
so...
evolution. It's a macho.
Yeah, so, like, are all of these guys gonna have names that makes them mad at mom?
I mean, maybe. I used to know somebody named Zeke, actually. He liked his name. Nobody made fun of Zeke for his name. It's a cool
Wait,
name.
they give, in Ultra Sun and Moon, they give trainers a choice of Meowths? There's only 2 types of Meowths. Oh, can I have all of them?
For a roughneck, his neck is pretty smooth.
It's because he shaved it.
I didn't actually play Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so I don't know.
Can I just have all the Meowth, a Meowth for every type, like Eevees except not?
While we're like talking about Sun and Moon, by the way, does anybody? Why do I never hear almost anyone talk about what a creep the main character of Sun and Moon is? Like you're able to literally go into anyone's home, lay in their bed, sniff it, and give a full description of the smell of the bed. Like, can we just talk about that for a second? What's up with that?
You don't sniff people's pillows?
No.
Never?
No.
You never go into strangers' homes?
No.
And just lay in their bed? Honestly, like, that's one of those things where, it's like, okay, so, like, it's not just me, right? That, like, if you sit down in a chair and someone else is just sitting in it, you can tell it wasn't your body heat.
I don't.
Sets off, like,
don't
weird
really
tactile
know.
alarms.
No,
in
I
your
don't
butt.
really usually notice.
Oh, okay. Well, like, the feeling someone else has been in this bed recently is like, unless it's like you and me share a bed, it's like just alarms blaring. It's like intruder has been here. They better
Yeah, I
not
don't
have
know.
shat in the bed.
I don't know. That's not. Oh, Weeping Bell show up in there. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember because I know where we are. Generally speaking, I'm trying to remember what the actual Pokemon that show up in this area are.
I think in second gen, the patches of grass over here sometimes will have Ditto.
I think that's in first gen as well, but I think it's incredibly rare. I want to say that the Pokemon that show up over here are going to be Gloom, Ditto, Pidgeotto, and I want to say Tangela can show up over here, but I might be thinking of the second gen version of just this path of grass. There's a Venomoth.
I know.
We haven't even found Venonat yet, so that's fine.
I want it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think about Venomoth much because it's kind of... It doesn't, like, express a lot of personality compared to a lot of the other bug types. Like, it doesn't have a cutesy face. 3, 2, 1, throw him. Like, it's kind of cute in, like, that way the bugs are, but it's not, like, super goofy cartoony like Butterfree is. So I don't think about it much, but then I look at it as like, man, that is a really nice shade of purple.
It is.
Like, they are pretty.
3, 2, 1, throw.
Why did mine not?
Okay, I don't know.
You can see me
doing.
I mean, they can't.
You must have done something weird. I didn't catch it anyway, so I guess we got to try it again. 3, 2, 1, throw. Oh, this fucking bug.
Somehow I always goof up in the weirdest ways.
Yeah, you staggered it. Careful, because if we keep trying and it just keeps doing this, it's just gonna run. 3, 2, 1. Ah, crap, we threw him anyway. 3, 2, 1, throw. Okay, well, I guess I threw.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3, 2, 1, throw him. There we go.
All right.
Okay, we got it that time.
Yeah, Venomoth would definitely benefit from some kind of variant for Mega. Different colors, like just do something that's like...
We're never in sync.
Like a Luna Moth or something. Maybe one of those moths with like the imitation bird on its back, like the big eye spots, and then do like it's got mimic
hummingbird
stuff.
Moths. Those are really
cool.
cool.
Yeah, those are cool.
They look like little flying lobsters. They actually look like hummingbirds when they're moving around, though. They're really nice.
Yeah, they're suggesting extra fluffy like a poodle. It's like,
okay,
I could see that working.
I can see that working. A lot of people think that the original evolution was probably Caterpie to Metapod to Venomoth.
I can see it.
Because this actually looks a lot like Metapod when you see it from certain angles.
And it's
including
got the right
there
face.
From the side, where it's literally got the right shape for the head. Its eyes are about the right for Caterpie or otherwise. And Venonat has way more in common with Butterfree than it does with
it makes sense.
Venomoth.
Venomoth, the poison moth Pokemon. That's why it's called Venom Moth. Do they really need to repeat that?
Yeah.
The powdery scales on its wings are hard to remove from skin. They also contain poison that leaks out on
don't
contact.
Touch it.
Yeah, never touch it.
Gross.
It's pretty, but don't touch it.
Okay. I actually kind of wanted to see some of the animations for this one, but I'll just wait a little bit. We'll see them later. I think Ditto used to show up in here, though. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. This path just, I think, has Ditto in it somewhere. Oh, there's another one.
Should we chain?
We could chain, but I kind of don't feel
here.
like it. Yeah, and it's a little too far off for that. I don't want to chain. I'm okay. And I feel like chaining Venomoth right now. I mean, considering how hard it was to catch the first one.
That's true. I raise Pokemon for protection because I live alone. So it's going to be a dog, right? You're going to bring out your guard dog?
Because I remember Ditto showing up here too. Yeah, somebody in chat agrees with me. I swear to God. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong? Maybe that is second gen? I don't know. Challenged by Beauty Lana. I want to say it's like a 5% chance. Like a very low chance.
By the way, second gen's guard dog Pokemon Granbull apparently is so friendly that it's not even a good guard dog.
There are statues of Granbull in Sun and Moon in police departments.
Aww.
But they're weirdly colored, like they're blue, which is not even the shiny version of it. And they're like weirdly like cartoonish. Like it's some weird little, and they're very small, so you can't see them right. What'd you say?
That's cute. It's a mascot for the police.
Yeah, it's like supposed to be a mascot for the police.
I think Granbull is cuter than Snubbull is. They treat Snubbull like it's supposed to be super cute and popular. Snubbull. It is. It's cute. I like it too, but Granbull is better and cuter. And looks more like an actual dog. And less like a puppet. I
guess. Did you see the actual puppet, by the way, for Snubbull for the upcoming live-action movie?
Oh, yeah. I blocked that thing's existence from my head. The movie, not any particular thing.
No. It's happening. That movie's coming out eventually. But there's somebody had like a picture of the puppets that they're basing all of the CG on. Because what they do is they set the puppet up, they do all of the puppet things, and then they go back over and they mask it with CG, which I hate that practice. It's a waste blending, of a puppet. Yeah, it's a blending of analog with digital, but I think at that point you don't need the digital, just go with the analog. Yeah. It's fine. And the puppet looks really, really good for Snubbull, though. It's like, it's gross and terrifying, but it's really good.
I just think that movie didn't have to exist. I forgot it's happening. I'm just already done with the concept of it happening. But Snubbull is not as cute as Granbull. I think Granbull might be cuter than Growlithe. It's got more character to it.
Look, baby Growlithe, the beta gold and silver one, would have changed my mind on that, I think. And also, I don't agree when it comes to Arcanine. I think Arcanine is a cooler Pokemon than Granbull.
Arcanine's pretty cool, but it's not necessarily as cute because it doesn't have like a smooshy face and stuff. Like it doesn't have character. It has majesty.
But the weird baby Growlithe from beta.
I want to say his name was like Putty or something.
Yeah, it was like Pudding Growlithe for some strange reason. I like that thing. That thing is super adorable.
Thoughts on Lillipup and Herdier and Stoutland?
They're okay. They're just dogs, though.
I kind of like Lillipup because it's just a little Yorkie, but the whole line is a little bit redundant and doesn't have anything good, like, distinct about it. Yeah. Other than being Yorkies, which is fine, but they're supposed to be Pokemon.
I want to say there was an interview that somebody did with Sugimori around the time that 5th Gen was coming out or had just come out, where they were asking him about the process of coming up with Pokemon, because for 5th Gen, he basically pointed out that like they had 16 people working as artists designing Pokemon, and in 5th Gen he was like, just make 10. That's all you have to do. Just each of you make 10. Come back to me after, like 2 weeks or something, and then we'll just grade them, and we'll drop a few, and we'll keep a few, and then if we still have slots open, then I'll tell you all to go out and make, like one a piece or something like that. And over that course of that 2 weeks, go to zoos, go look through books, try and find animals you like, or things like that. Make them look, natural, make them look good. And the person who came back with Lillipup presented Lillipup, and the first thing he did was shoot it down because they had just drawn a dog, in his opinion. And he's like, I don't know, that's just a dog.
And they just kept bringing it back?
Well, they brought it back and they've changed little things here and there, and they're like, is this more Pokemon? Is this more Pokemon? And he's like, no, this is still just a dog. And then eventually everybody in the room liked it so much that they decided to keep it, and they kind of overruled Sugimori, and he's like, fine, whatever. It's just a fucking dog, though.
Yeah, it's an okay dog design, but it's not a Pokemon. Like, it just needed to be like a typing other than normal, maybe. That would have been enough.
Yeah.
Like, Rockruff looked boring to start, and then it was like, oh, it's rock type, and I was like, that's interesting. Tell me where that goes. And then Lycanroc isn't necessarily all that like distinct as being a rock type, but like it's something.
You know what? It goes just about nowhere, by the way. We could point that out, too. Like, Rockruff, I don't know if I like Rockruff, to be honest. The concept of, like, it's a dog, but here's some rocks is like, that's fine. But then, like, the two... It's one evolution after that. But then it's got four. Or, yeah. It's, like, I just don't like that concept as much. And it's like, you've got the Twilight form, which is supposed to be a combination of both, and it just comes out looking weird. And Dodrio's wearing shorts.
I like that the Lycanrocs are all a little bit edgy.
A little bit.
Like, they're not full-blown sparkle dogs, but
The,
they're bordering on it.
The shiny version of the Midnight form is a Sparkle Dog, though.
Nice.
It's the blue one.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. By the way, look at Dodrio and tell me Dodrio is not wearing, like, shorts,
Well,
by the way.
firstly,
Like-
they're drumsticks. Second, they're comfy and easy to wear.
It looks like it's wearing biking shorts.
Yeah.
In, like, every iteration of Dodrio.
What I really like about drawing Dodrio is that, it's, like, established canon. Each of its heads has a different personality, so you can do, like, anything with them. Like, each head can just be doing some other thing, and you can just have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, you can. I don't dislike... Oh, hey, Crunch. Nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's a good replacement for Bite.
Yeah.
It's just a weaker version of Crunch. I don't dislike Dodrio. I think Dodrio is fine. As a kid, I had a friend who used to use Dodrio all the fucking time, though. And it's just one of those Pokemon where it's like, when I think of first gen, I think of Dodrio not being, like, #1, but I remember it fondly. As I've gotten older, though, I still continue to see no reason to use it myself.
Yeah, not really.
Like, not at all. It's right up there, and I know this is going to be really confusing, like, because I'm just kind of describing feels about these Pokemon. I don't feel any reason to ever use Rapidash or Ponyta, either.
Huh. St. Monk's pointing out, Sugimori designed Lillipup and Stoutland. But that makes sense.
Really?
Herdier, the middle one, looks
Was it
the most
Herdier
like most like a
that he
normal
kept shooting
dog.
down? Maybe it was Herdier. Maybe it was himself. Maybe he actually was shooting himself down. I don't know. 'Cause
Maybe.
he does that sometimes, actually. Like, Sugimori does have a habit of kind of, like, shooting himself
I mean,
down.
it's called having a draft.
I mean, I guess.
But, yeah, it's like, there's
Is this the
really
kid who
not
trades for
much going on.
Slowpoke?
Maybe.
Woo, Fuchsia City is just full of rare Pokemon. You're not allowed to catch any of them, though. Apparently they belong to
There's
the
no
city.
safari zone here, is there?
Well, there's a zoo, because there always is.
Yeah,
I
but, like,
remember me.
it's not the safari zone.
I want a Professor Oak's assistance. The professor told me that if your Pokedex has good data on 50 Pokemon, I'm to give you this wonderful item. So let me ask you, have you gathered data on at least 50 Pokemon? Yeah?
Probably.
I don't know. I haven't checked. Great! You've got 56 species of
Alright.
Pokemon right at the curve. Congratulations. Here, take this wonderful item.
Because we haven't been evolving a bunch of
Oh,
stuff.
I don't have it. Did I lose it? Oh God, what should I do? I don't have anything I can
Because
give
it would have
you.
been an HM.
Oh, I know. Whoosh!
What?
Like?
This just killed Josh.
I wasn't expecting that. What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
He spun around and his clothes morphed and his face changed. And I think his skin tone changed too. I'm not even
Yeah.
sure.
What? Are you a ditto?
Whoosh. Phew, okay. Here it is. Got an assistant set. He took off his clothes and handed them to us.
Taking his clothes off changed his hair color.
I made
Fucking-
adjustments to my lab coat for you and your Pokemon.
Fucking the what?
My precious lab coat. Please wear it with care.
Okay, we're putting that on right now, but
Yeah?
what? Dude, what? What, motherfucker?
Somebody yelled it's Looker. I mean, a little bit, yeah.
Maybe.
So let's see. Can we change the clothing for Eevee? No. Oh, wait, no, there is an
Assistant T.
Assistant T.
Not that you can tell.
Yeah, I'd like it if we had camera controls on this screen. It's
Hat and
very
glasses?
annoying.
Do
Wait a
they
minute.
have?
No, it's not working with this. I can't get it to turn with the Pokeball.
Does it change the hat and glasses? Like, does it come
No,
with
the hat and glasses is... we could change the hat
Yeah.
and glasses, but that requires us to take off... what
Yes, I
we're-
know. Like, does it
Already
have... Did the set come
I
with the
don't
hat
know.
and glasses? That's for
It did
the-
over here.
Okay.
Assistant top.
Yeah, it's just kind
It's
of...
okay. I would have liked it more if it was an actual, like... like assistant setup.
Yeah, like if you were just wearing,
Oh my god, these are almost identical.
What the
The
fuck?
pockets are the only difference.
You took our pockets? Fucking
Right?
scientist.
Fucking scientists.
Lying and getting us pissed. It was gonna happen.
Yeah, eventually.
One of us was gonna say it. Assistant bag.
We can't see what they look like until we're actually wearing it. Let's see. Are there any better hats that we have, or are they all exactly the same? They're all basically exactly the same. Good.
Well, you can get a good monochrome going on.
I guess. So for him, there is an assistant hat. It's kind of like a little expedition hat, but it's white.
Yeah, okay.
I like the Diglett more.
Yeah.
There are no new glasses.
And he just straight up doesn't
and
have any accessories.
The assistant
yet.
tee is just his shirt. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So it's just a little white shirt on an Eevee. Yeah, I was gonna say hit yours and then come back.
Here I am.
Ta-da! Monochrome.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. Somebody said the outfits are a nice feature, but the execution is disappointing. I agree.
Oh yeah, like even for being just texture swaps, they could be better texture swaps.
X and Y had a better outfit system. I'm surprised that the outfit system is so absolutely garbage on the game that's on a better console, even.
Yeah, wasn't it that they just had so much difficulty
Oh,
acclimating
dude, the zoo
to
doesn't...
Switch?
Yeah, the zoo doesn't have, like, a gate. You can just walk in here.
Well, maybe those
they're
Pokemon aren't
everywhere.
zoo Pokemon. Those are just like visitors. Aww.
Slow. This is the second time we've hung out with a Slowpoke. Oh, it's a Kangaskhan there. Look at that.
The baby's bigger than Eevee. I've never really thought about the scale there.
Yeah, there was a Voltorb behind a building.
Yeah, I noticed it. Eevee's just having a ball.
Okay, Eevee doesn't like that, though.
Chansey's just cheering him on. Oh no, this is just like open. Everything's open.
Grua. So you can't catch these Pokemon. It's just all the Pokemon that used to exist in the thing.
Kabuto?
That's a Kabuto, because that's an actual zoo Pokemon. The zoo used to have Kabuto and Almanite, and a handful of other
first
Pokemon.
gen?
Yeah, in first gen.
But they were
It's the only way.
fossils.
It was the only way to get the information for the fossil Pokemon that was not the one that you picked up.
Wait, didn't they
So-
just give you the info from the museum?
Nope. Top left was Kabuto. I think I remember Lapras being in here, but I don't remember where it was.
That guy better give us a surfboard.
Yeah, I hope so. And I think Almanite used to be the one that was over here, but there is none over here anymore. So maybe it's Kabuto, because I think we picked up the Helix fossil when we went to the Mount Moon.
Okay, no orb.
No orb.
You're right here though. You're the only orb
Sad
we
face. Yeah, the Slowpoke did look a little bit like it was trying to eat Eevee. I agree.
Where did I go?
What?
Oh right, I've wiped out because it was a cutscene.
See?
I do see.
I do too.
There I
Good.
am.
What is this? This is the Warden's house? Playful Park Office.
Is he
they're
still
calling it
missing his
it's
teeth?
it's calling it the Playful Park. The Fuchsia Playful Park. This week's goal at the Safari Zone. Wake up even earlier than the Pokemon.
Okay, everyone here sleeps in too much?
Everything's different. I don't like it. Warden Slowpoke is very knowledgeable about Pokemon.
Was that Slowpoke the warden?
He even has some fossils of Pokemon we've never seen. I don't know. We nicknamed the Warden Slowpoke. Because, you know, he has that vacant look like a Slowpoke.
It's kind of like how we keep trying to name the Snorlax Josh.
Ever since Warden Slowpoke went fishing the other day, it's been hard to understand him. All he does is mumble and moan. Maybe his age is finally getting to him.
He dropped his teeth in the river.
Oh, God.
Might as well
There's
just get new ones.
2 Tauros and 2 Kangaskhan posters. These are nice posters.
Oh yeah.
I'd be
You think
interested
any
in
of these are going to be
seeing more of
printed in
them.
real life?
I don't think so, but I really wish.
The resolution on these graphics is not going to be enough for like a poster. Like you can kind of tell from looking at them, they probably didn't make like a high-res full poster, but they could do like little cards or stickers.
I thought I caught a glimpse of something gold and shiny out toward Route 19. Maybe it was some kind of buried treasure.
It was teeth.
Oh God, is it just the Warden's teeth?
It's
Which
teeth.
one's Route 19? Is that left
I
or
don't
right
know.
of here?
We're being advised to avoid the Norb.
Avoid the Norb?
Yeah.
The no orb? If it's the internet doing this, or if it's OBS, or like what the hell's going on, because I've never had this issue with OBS before.
It didn't restart the stream, it looks like.
I can't tell. If you guys, can you guys hear us, by the way? Are we back? Yeah? Hey? Hi? Hello? It should be that it was just OBS doing its thing again. I don't know why it keeps happening. It's at least it's only for a couple seconds, and at least it's only happened twice today. We've never had this issue prior to this.
And Twitch is guaranteed to keep recording, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when it drops, it doesn't, but it comes right back.
Yeah, well, as long as it appears on Twitch, it appears in the VOD.
Right.
I'd also like to point out that, and this sounds weird, but when I check the actual dropped frames number, it's still 0. Which means we're not dropping any frames whatsoever if we stutter and die. It's just not streaming it at all. It's weird. It's got to be the internet. That's the only explanation I have. Like, it's got to be that's what it is.
Should be able to ride this horse.
I think what I was trying to say before we got interrupted by that was that I'm almost positive that in the original version of like Red and Blue, when you came into the early stuff for the Safari Zone, there was a Voltorb in there. So it just looked like you had an entire display that was like a caged off area with a Pokeball in it.
Well, we should probably avoid that Norb in case it does have to our stream again.
Yeah. Also, thank you for answering that question, James Mason.
Yeah, no, we have not gone back to Pokemon Red yet.
Yeah, not yet.
It was just disheartening that the progress was
yeah,
lost.
it's kind of just.
I'm willing to try
me.
and go back, but yeah, it is rough. It's discouraging.
It is.
Let's get that Surfboard.
Yeah, I'm talking to this man. No worries. This Lapras is getting on in age, but it's still a real beauty, wouldn't you say?
I don't know how you can tell age on a Pokemon.
We used to ride on waves and travel the whole wide world together. Splash!
Is that its voice?
Lapras can't swim like it used to.
Yes, it can.
So we'll stay here together. Thank you for listening. As thanks, I'll teach you the secret technique Sea Skim. With this, you can travel on water.
Ain't no rule that says Eevee can't surf.
Ha! Your Eevee wants to learn it as well. I'm not sure if it can learn it. It's not a water type.
Not yet, it's not. You're gonna teach it.
Eevee, you look determined, just like Lapras. Okay, I'll teach you the technique then.
Now you have to keep balance on the water.
Uh-oh. Fapney's is apparently it's down for Fapney's still. Yeah, I guess if he can't hear us right now, we should probably just wait. But now you have to keep balance on the water. Lower the center of gravity and keep balance with your upper body.
It did reset the timer on the stream duration.
Yeah, I think it did actually restart the thing. So now we've got 3 VODs to go through, which is a giant pain in the butt, but okay. I don't know. I'll deal with it as time goes on.
We got a surf dog.
Buster learned the secret technique Sea Skim. You did great.
Its balance
I'll give you that
good.
board too. Ride waves, wide raves, and travel the whole wide world together. Boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and cats. Yeah, okay.
I hope they give us like skins for that board.
Yeah, the stitches on the Diglett. It's not a real Diglett. That's why they're stitching on it. But yeah, no, we can do Sea Skim now, I guess. We're not going to be able to use this area, by the way. I know exactly what this is. It's all fun and amazing, and then you start to realize, what do you replace in, Pokemon Let's Go with the Safari Zone?
This just connects to your phone, doesn't it?
This just connects to your phone, doesn't it? Welcome to the Go Park Complex. What would you like to do?
Play a better
Bring
Pokemon game?
enter a Go Park, enter the Play Yard, or hear explanations.
What's the play yard?
If you have a bunch of Pokemon that you've picked up from Go and put into the Play Yard, it's the area where they're stored, and you can go in there and play with them. And if you have enough of certain Pokemon, you get certain events going on during times of day or times of year and stuff like that. Oh, what? I'm sorry. I thought somebody said that they were having problems with the sound on the stream in the chat. No, it's not. Don't worry about it. But yeah, it's... they said, yeah, I have problems with TH sounds, and I thought it said, yeah, I have problems with the sound. And I'm like, oh no, what's going on? But yeah, it's just Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
There's no Safari Zone anymore. This is the death of the Safari Zone. So yeah, you can enter the Play Yard. It's kind of like Pokemon... I don't know if you remember it, but My Pokemon Ranch was a thing.
Yeah, we didn't have it.
No, but it's a thing that you used to be able to hook 4th gen up to it. It was just Diamond and Pearl, if I remember correctly, and then I think it had to have an update for Platinum later on. I don't know if we ever got it. It's like Pokemon Battle Revolution, which I think had Diamond and Pearl support and then never got an update for Platinum either.
Yeah, it's annoying.
It's super annoying. But it ultimately was just kind of like, oh, well, you know, you can bring Pokemon in, and then you see them playing around and having fun, and you can run around with them. And then you'd have little events and mini-games that happen once in a while. And it's like, oh.
Your friend's just bringing in all the emotes from other places.
Yeah, he's got a ton of them. That's Boeing. Here, let me give you the Kangaskhan, Ponyta, and Dratini I caught. Okay, thank you. I want those. My big sis is sending her Pokemon to my Nintendo Switch. Does she have a phone or an actual Switch?
Yeah, that's a phone. She's holding a phone.
Oh my god, she's just got a smartphone. Burn it. Like, I don't want this in my Pokemon game.
Well, you're being slightly old now, but
yeah,
I get it. I know the feeling.
I'm meeting my dad here. He's gonna give me the Pokemon he caught. I hope he comes back soon. Oh. He went out for smoke 6 years ago.
Oh.
And then she went home, and at the night on the news, she found out that her dad was crossing the street catching Pokemon in the Go and was hit by cars.
Mason's got a bunch of Sonic emotes. Dang, nice.
Yeah, there's some people who have channels specifically just for emotes, for people to put down money and just pick them up.
You still have to stream,
yeah, you
right?
still, well, in order to get up to the point where you're affiliate, yes.
Now, where did Eric go? He's the one who wanted to come here.
Sigh, I didn't want to be here at all. No, I think it's just somebody who's like,
well, she had a name, and their companion has a name. So maybe it's someone you have to go find somewhere.
Yeah, maybe. Mm-hmm. Oh. I was like, oh shit, I hit a cutscene.
No. You hit the anti-cutscene.
Let's see. I'm willing to bet that because we picked up the Helix fossil, we are seeing Kabuto, by the way.
Yeah, probably. Oh, there
Where's
he is.
Sarah? I said I'd meet her here to catch Pokemon, but all I'm catching are some weird looks.
It's because you're waiting in the shadow of a building by the entrance.
Good old Fuchsia City.
With that pool in the backyard.
Let's see. Well, the pool in the backyard belongs to the warden, who I believe should be living in this house with his daughter or granddaughter. I forget which. Oh, there's a thing in place in the pool. Gotta be able to move it.
We need strength.
It's a heavy-looking block, but a strong push might be able to move it. I forget if there was actually if you needed strength to get in there originally.
Okay, so first of all, why has he got a giant rock in his house? Why has he got a hole in his house? And why does he have... Why is it square and with a logo on it?
I don't know.
Do your best toothless voice.
Please help me.
We can't get in there.
She's Route 19. No, they're on Route 19.
Okay. Oh, he's got rocks.
There are Pokemon fossils and rare stones on display. That looks like Possibly a
fossil.
dome fossil, that's a helix, and then he's just got stones.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not actually that fancy.
Weird how the fire and water and thunderstones are all like weird crystals with shit in the middle, and then like the leaf stone is just a petrified leaf.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's always been weird.
A little bit. If you catch the same Pokemon species over and over, you'll get a catch
We
card.
know that.
If you keep it going, I hear they'll be more likely to run into shiny Pokemon. Thanks for acknowledging it. If you catch a bunch of the same Pokemon... Wait, what? Oh, the chances of you finding an item after catching them increases. I go for Geodude and Onix myself.
It's because you're uncreative. Hikers don't need to have just those.
More likely to find an item after catching a Pokemon if you feed it a Pinap berry first.
It's weird how that
Right?
works.
You've noticed too, right? No?
We just don't use our berries much.
We just haven't really been catching Pokemon very much, but that's fine too. I just need to find this poor warden's teeth.
Which isn't here.
Super lure. No, I just
Can we
need to pick
can
up
we
whatever this
surf
was.
real quick? I want to see it.
I don't know if we can. We might need a gym badge to do that.
Maybe.
Like, I'm not 100% sure, but I think you might.
Huh.
It seems Buster is plotting something. Oh,
Sounds
Jesus.
fine.
Sea skim. Seems that can't be used here.
Oh.
So we can't use it on this water. We'll go check down by the beach and see if it's a little bit more...
Yeah, it could be
friendly
they
to that.
designated places, but it could be that we need a badge. So that
Yeah,
would
well,
be...
back in my day, you used to be able to surf on literally everything.
Huh.
There was never any, question of whether or not you could surf on it unless, is it water was presented as a question. Because if it's not water, you can only surf on it sometime.
Would it be Fuchsia that we need the thing from? Or would
I
it
believe
be
Fuchsia Gym is the one
Saffron?
that gives you the ability to surf. I think it's Fuchsia. I think Saffron gives you strength, but I could be wrong about that.
Oh, hi.
Oh, fuck.
We'd heard there were loads of rare Pokemon in that Go Park place, so we came to check it out for ourselves.
But it was so complicated. App this and connectivity that. It was so creepy we had to get out of there.
They're old.
Yeah, a little bit.
Rare. Why can't I just trip over a get-rich-quick scheme already? Feels like I just kicked something really hard.
Could it be some kind of treasure? At last our big score. Let's see what it is. Heave ho. Yeah. It's teeth.
Oh god. Wow, just look at that shine. This must be some amazing treasure. As if. Yuck. What are these? Some kind of gold teeth?
Why are his dentures gold?
Because he's
Like,
old.
what kind of play for, attention is that?
Oh, that was back when
Teeth.
gold fillings used to be a thing.
No matter how gold they are, some things just aren't worth the effort.
Ah, it's the twerp. What are you doing here? Never mind that. Take these off our hands.
Here, just take these teeth. We don't want them.
I don't like this gross teeth.
You had a pair of gold teeth thrust upon you.
Bites you on the cheek.
You put them in your bag. We're busy, so you take care of whatever those are for us.
That's right. Now's the time for our fantastic getaway. Bye.
And then they just trudge off. Alright, see you guys.
And then I return.
Oh, wait a minute, there's a Pokeball there. Huh?
Do we get our surfing Pikachu Excite Bike?
I don't
over
know.
here?
You found a full heal. Wouldn't that be right about where I'm standing now? Or is that,
You know what?
there
it
should be
would
a building,
Yeah,
yeah?
I think so.
I have to exercise and warm up before going out for a swim. I don't know why I gave that man that voice. I like that they didn't even fight us that time. They just went, here, take these instead. We don't want you here right now. You're challenged by swimmer Richard. What up, swimmer Dick? Sent out Starmie. Go Gyarados. Go Cadbury.
I think the idea is that in the old times they'd use gold for fillings because it was soft. So you got the idea of gold teeth because, well, your fillings are already gold, so there you go, it matches. As opposed to, like, wooden teeth or the hippo ivory teeth, which is extra gross because it's teeth for your teeth.
I heard you like teeth.
So, like, I think that you get individual gold teeth as, like, a single tooth, but, like, the whole set is a little impractical.
It's opulent. He's trying to let people know how much money he has as the warden of this park.
It's all that zoo money.
He's got all of them zoo bucks just flowing in, Wants all of the old women to know how glamorous his life is and how much money he has. Have we ever commented on how Starmie is just two Staryu stuck together, by the way?
It is.
It's just two Staryu. It's a Staryu in the front and a Staryu in the back, and that's it. All warmed up.
He's got a nose dribble, it's gross.
Yeah, honestly, that's pretty disgusting. Is he holding back tears, or is he just, like, having a bad time?
Can I have some soda?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Eevee, get on this surfboard and fly us to the
And now
water.
put Gyarados out.
Okay. Will do. Immediately just take Eevee's moment away. Just do a Gyarados
Eevee's
instead.
been taking our moments the whole time.
Okay. Back on
Nice.
Gyarados instead.
Okay, take this back.
Oh, fuck. There are Pokemon just swimming out here.
Yeah. Do you want to chain some?
Fucking Patrick Star just walking around. What
Oh
the
my god,
fuck?
it is just wading through the water,
It's just
isn't
like,
it? Do, do, do.
That's not how starfish work. God damn it. What the fuck is wrong with... Look at this magic carp.
That is great.
I'm dying. Holy shit. Oh my god. Everything about these Pokemon so far. Okay,
Well,
that
that
one
makes
works.
sense.
That one works. That's the only one that's worked so far.
God, I
Holy
hope
shit.
we run into some other Gyarados.
You know what's really sad, by the way? People don't comment on this when it comes to Gen 1. Do you realize that there were literally no Pokemon in Gen 1 that you could encounter in the wild, in water, except for Tentacool and Tentacruel?
Which makes sense because it floats, it's a Manowar, it's going to have its top up on the surface.
Yeah, but there's no other Pokemon. None of them. You cannot walk into a Pokemon in
I'm
Red
not
and
here
Blue.
for some reason.
Hit your button again. Let me see.
Yeah, what the hell? Am I out of batteries? I don't
No,
think
you've got
so.
batteries.
What the heck?
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I don't know.
Weird. I guess it's up to you.
Oh, okay.
Oh man,
I'll
is it because
try.
I can't be out because...
Oh, because we're surfing. Yeah. Oh
see,
shit!
They just,
It's a you can't co-op the ocean.
They cucked our co-op with fish.
Oh, that sucks. Why would they do that?
I'll set this down.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna lean back, stretch my back a little.
Oh, I hate this thing.
You should probably switch to regular Pokeballs.
There we go. Probably.
You gonna chain some Tentals?
I don't want to chain Tentacles, no. Yeah, the Zubat of the water, by the way. Tentacool is the only, like I was saying, is the only Pokemon that you can run into in Gen 1 in the water. Every other water-type Pokemon that you are thinking of that you can get in the water, you have to fish to get, specifically. Tentacool is the only one. It is such a tremendous pain in the ass.
Tentacool, the jellyfish Pokemon. It can sometimes be found all dry and shriveled up on a beach. Toss it back into the sea to revive it. Okay, I was expecting that to end in "it's fucking dead." Nah, it's cool.
It's fucking dead. Chop it up and sell the gems, I guess.
Are those gems or are they weird bubbles?
According to the anime, they're gems, but it's best to assume that the anime is not canon.
Yeah, because gems would be heavy and hard. You'd
Yeah,
think that, like, I mean, it's a tentacle, so it's
I think
squishy.
specifically Misty calls them the gems of the sea or something like that.
Which, I mean, Misty just likes fish.
Yeah, it's kind of just her, though.
Who is this?
Some lady.
Hello, it's your friendly potion delivery service.
Okay.
Do. Oh, no need to pay. We hope you continue your support of your neighborhood Pokemart. So it's a free sample.
She didn't give us anything, though. I don't know what the hell was up with that. That was
I don't
weird.
know. Maybe it would have been a heal.
Welcome to Seafoam.
So you've been needing a seal for a while.
You can rejoin.
Oh, that's
We're standing
true.
on the ground. It's a wild seal.
Here I come.
Okay. So I'm going to switch over, if
Sorry.
you'll go back, to Pokeballs.
Because we've got
We have
126.
125, yeah. So get ready. 3, 2, 1, throw. Ah. 3, 2, 1, throw. Who? Was that just me?
I think it was you first.
Okay. That was weird. 3,
You were really happy
2,
to see Seal
1.
in this game.
I know. I'm still pretty happy to see
Yeah,
Seal.
it's like you're really looking. Do you want to chain Seals?
3, 2, 1. Yes, but oh god, I dropped the Pokeball.
Oh.
3, 2, 1, throw. Uh-oh. It's not working. Ew.
Oh no. Do you need to plug it back in?
No, it should be fine. It slipped out of my hand. Let me make sure that I can still click things and move around a little. Okay, I can. 3, 2, 1, throw.
All right.
That worked. That's a good sync. I would like to chain Seals. And no, it's not like clubbing Seals. God damn it.
It's more like loving Seals. You pick them up and you hug them, and then you put them all into a line and they follow you around.
I'd like to chain Seals. It might not be a good idea. It might just eat up a bunch of time for no reason, but I would enjoy doing it. Seals data will be added to the Pokedex. We don't have to do it this time, though.
I mean, we might do a few and see how viable it is. Seal. The seal, like... sea lion Pokemon.
The Seal Ion Pokemon.
That would be great.
Yeah.
An electric variant that's just
Yeah,
seal
yeah.
ions. Loves freezing cold conditions. Relishes swimming in a frigid climate of around 14 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty cold.
You tuck the seal away in the Pokemon box in your bag. Okay. There's Slowpoke in here too.
My buddy.
Yeah.
Do we have one? We haven't had
Found
a chance
Ice
to
Heal.
catch them yet.
This is the first time.
Okay. I mean...
do you want to catch one or do you want to keep looking around?
well, here's a slow bro. Do we want this?
Do you want to catch him or do you want to keep looking around?
It's up to you. Dugong.
Is it Dugong? Do you want to keep
Why is
catching
Dugong
him
so
or do you
small?
want to keep moving around?
I mean, I was gonna just have you chain Seals till you get a Super Seal. And we name her Celia. We don't have
is that a
strength.
Golbat? No,
Yeah, we
not
don't
a Golbat.
want
No,
that.
thank you.
You fuck off.
Slowpoke.
My sister's favorite Pokemon was Dugong. I don't know if it still is. Probably is.
Dugong is okay. I don't like it as much. Dugong's a weird, like, manatee Zeuglodon for some weird reason, though.
Which is cool.
I mean, I'm not saying it isn't cool. It's super cool, but I don't know why it's these things together.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not going to be able to do much until we have
No,
strength.
yeah, we can't complete the puzzle, but I think we can get from one side of the cave to the other.
Oh, shit. We're catching this.
Okay. You trapped her in that wall. I don't know if we can anymore. She's gone. She's trapped there forever. Oh, you encountered a... Oh, gross. 3, 2, 1, throw him.
Ah.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah, I know.
You better be careful because this is a red catch too. So this is going to be a hard Pokemon to catch. This is the time to A, pull out Ultra Balls, and B, not fuck up anymore.
Sorry.
Not just you, both of us. 3, 2, 1, throw.
Nice. Well, apparently it wasn't a nice, but I didn't fuck up. Jinx was not always purple. For anyone who doesn't remember, Jinx was originally just pitch black, which makes sense for the idea of like, oh, it's like this weird ghoulish thing you can't see behind its hair. It was interpreted poorly by audiences outside of Japan.
3, 2, 1, throw.
And they're not going to completely erase a Pokemon's existence, but they did tweak it in a way that's honestly pretty small, so I feel like,
Yeah, the
it's
purple
fine.
face is okay. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a creepy, like, weird slug woman with boobs, so, like, they
3,
didn't change that.
2, 1, throw. There we go. Excellent. We were in sync. It has a raspberry in it.
Come on.
This is an
Be our
Ultra
girl.
Ball. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, you weird sea cucumber. 3, 2... Oh, 3. Oh, it ran away.
Ah,
well,
fuck. Someday. When we get one, maybe that should be named Dolly.
Maybe.
We going down
I'm
the
just
hole?
gonna go down this hole. I don't remember where it leads, but fuck it. Here, apparently. Which goes even deeper, I guess. Oh my god, can we just keep going? I forget how deep this cave actually is.
You use the rocks going down the holes to change water currents.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
and then you can use them to redirect at Articuno.
Yeah, so the currents and stuff you can still get through.
God.
Looks like we're back.
Looks like we're back, but I'm not 100% sure. That's the problem. Okay, yeah, so you can hear and see and everything. Yeah, it's back to working. Okay.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what's going on with that. It's really starting to bother the hell out of me. Comcast has just been fucking with us today. It could literally just be that Comcast is continuing to fuck with us today, which is a
what's up
giant
here?
pain in the butt. Hold on, I'm picking up this big pearl. It looked like a Golbat, though.
Nope. Slow bro.
Whoops, I accidentally stepped on
It
the
doesn't
water.
matter that much.
And yeah, unfortunately, we can't do Pokemon trades right now. We don't have online. We didn't set it up yet, so...
We intend to.
Yeah, we intend to. It's not going to happen right now. I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah, oh, hey, another Jinx.
Where?
Down here.
Oh. Okay. Shiny Jinx, by the way, is pink instead of purple.
Which works out fine.
Oof.
Are you gonna...
Sure. I don't care. 3, 2, 1, just throw 'em.
Somehow got a great, despite me being delayed there. I'm thinking, like, after we've done a little bit of catching things in here, we might want to call it a night because of the flickering internet.
2, 1. Oh, hold on. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, throw. Yes,
So
I
this
agree.
is the one we nickname Bench.
You think AGDQ is messing stuff up? I don't think so, but I mean, it could. It could be working.
If it's messing with Twitch.
I mean, if it's big enough that it... no, go
Sorry.
back. Sorry, it's okay. If it's big enough that it's able to fuck with Twitch, then maybe. But I thought AGDQ had been losing viewership over the last couple of years. I don't know. 3, 2, 1, throw.
I don't follow speedrun stuff. I just know that it exists and that people will gossip about it, and I don't really have context, so I don't know or retain any of
I
it.
don't know. 3, 2, 1, throw. I really hate not being able to battle a Pokemon down. It's so fucking annoying.
I know.
I want to be able to put this thing to sleep and then do this. Okay,
Nice.
there. Got it.
So my name suggestions are either Dolly or Bench.
Let's not name it Dolly, let's not name it Bench, thank you. I don't like that idea. It's kind of fucked up.
It was a joke. But she's blonde and has them things, so, you know, Dolly Parton.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Jinx's data will be added to the Pokédex.
Also, they learn Sing.
Yeah.
Jinx, the human-shaped Pokemon, appears to move to a rhythm of its own, as if it were dancing. It wiggles its hips as it walks. I don't know if those are hips. I think that's just a stalk.
Yeah. So, in some of the stuff for Pokedexes, you used to be able to flip the Pokemon up. You can't do that anymore. I'm not 100% sure why, but with Jinx, it was fun when you used to be able to. The 3DS Pokedex could do it. Not the games Pokedex, like not the 3DS Pokedex for the games, but the one that they gave out. Yeah, the weird app for the 3DS that they gave out years and years ago. And if you flip Jinx over and look at the bottom of this to see feet, it doesn't have them. It's like a horrible slug foot.
Which is kind of endearing, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, it's better knowing that than it is, like, assuming that it's just completely human-shaped. If anything, it makes more sense now that you see things like this, where it's like, hey, you notice those big spikes coming out of the sides of its dress?
Those are just, like, feelers.
Yeah, what if this is just literally
those
like
are just nudibranch gills or something?
Maybe it's a mantle. Like, what if this is just a fucking sea slug of some sort? And it just kind of vaguely looks like a person. I don't know. It's weird.
It's weird how they've animated her so that her chest seems to be a separate piece that's moving independently from everything.
Yeah.
Which I think is just because her head's on a hinge.
I think so, yeah.
It makes them look like they're not supposed to be boobs, and that's interesting.
Even potentially,
because she's a creature. She's a weird imitation human, like in DuckTales. Okay,
Quit talking about DuckTales. No, you can go ahead and tell your story.
I am not even familiar with the episode of DuckTales this is from, but there is a small DeviantArt community dedicated to a monster that appears in one episode of DuckTales that is listed as a siren. I am not going to describe anything else. It's just weird. You can look it up if you want. And it kind of looks like Jinx.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe. Found an X speed.
We're never going to use it.
No, never. Not past Gen 1. In Gen 1, those items were actually fairly okay. In every other generation, they are pretty much just awful. Hyper Potion.
Oh, that's useful.
That is actually useful. That'll probably be useful forever.
So this is just... The current's going to just take us straight down to somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Well, I guess that's what we get. We did this. This is our fault.
She Googled it. That's, it was just a thing in a single episode of a TV show in the 90s. And there's, like, a small group of probably only, like, 3-4 people who just make fan art of other characters as that monster.
Yeah.
And it looks like Jinx.
A little bit.
I can't explain it. I found it once.
You know what? I think that actually took us all the way back to where we had started this area. Oh, God.
Oh.
And immediately into the water. Good to know. I think this is, again, going to throw us right back at that starting place that we were in. It's the one with the sign.
That's
which
fine.
I'm guessing is
hey.
why the sign is here.
Tentacruel.
Yeah, I see him. There was something else in the water, too.
I didn't
I didn't see what it was. I kind of... There it is.
Shelter.
Oh, okay.
And a magic
Well, that's an
art.
interesting one. I mean, we haven't seen Shelter yet, at least.
Blah, 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 blah.
Shelter's a cutie. I like Shelter.
Oh, yeah, he's fun.
And...
Am I not? Oh,
yeah,
it's
no,
surfing.
it's because we're surfing.
Yeah, okay.
Ah, you pinch.
Everything here, by the way, is like 40 plus for levels.
I noticed. That's about where we are, too, so... That's how you know that we're in an area that's slightly higher level than where we're supposed to be.
Yeah, we just kind of ignored the badges that we're supposed to get first.
Or something.
Because you're supposed to come in here with strength.
You caught a Shelter. Yeah.
Nice.
I just want this Shelter.
Fapney's was expecting something creepier. If it was creepier, I wouldn't have been allowed to say it. If it was something super creepy, Josh wouldn't let me continue.
Go ahead and...
Shelter, the bivalve Pokemon. The shell can withstand any attack. However, when it is open, the tender body is exposed.
Tender body. It's only a foot long. That's a small tentacle. We have a tentacle already, so no.
Oh, you're just gonna run from this?
Yeah, we'll see it, but I'm just gonna run.
I like that they're making them hover like a UFO, which is kind of part of the way they're designed. Like, they're supposed to look like a UFO.
Fuck it, I'll try anyway. Why am I an idiot?
I don't think
God
you are.
damn it.
I think this thing is just a world-destroying beast.
Yeah, something like that.
Does anyone else in their head, if they imagine the Pokemon theme song, always remember that part in the middle?
The one piece from that episode that aired, like, way the fuck in.
But they kept the sound effect for that scene of
for
Tentacruel
no
destroying
reason.
a building. So, like, it's like, Pokemon, oh, heart so true, crash into a building, our courage will put us through.
Yeah, it's from the episode where Tentacruel and Tentacool invade a beach, and then there's a giant Tentacruel, and it takes over Meowth's body, first and foremost.
Yeah, that's weird.
And it talks through him, and it's like, oh, it can speak, but only through him because they're also psychic. And it's like, no, they're not.
They revisited that later with something that makes a lot more sense with. In Pokemon XY's anime, there was a Malamar that came in
that
like
fine.
twice and possessed a Jenny and Meowth, I think, at one point, and was absolutely amazing. Like, it was just a world-dominating squid.
Horror alien squid, yeah.
It was just so good, and he had a goofy voice. I think he was only in 2 episodes. I wish he kept showing up.
Yeah, I do too.
Could we just have a whole, like, mini arc of Ash and Team Rocket having to team up against the Malamar?
Can you read this for a second?
Tentacruel, the jellyfish Pokemon. It's 80 tentacles. I don't count 80. Can stretch and contract freely. They wrap around prey.
There's so many here. There's too many. I can't count them.
Yeah.
There must be 80.
They wrap around prey and weaken it with poison.
7, 8, 9, 10.
It's
There's
like 8.
10. No, there's 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's got the nose and whatever the other piece of that pincer.
The pincer.
Is. So it's
the squid
maybe
beak.
got 12. Or it's just a squid beak. I'm not even sure.
I don't. It's hard to say.
It's a weird squid beak. This is another one of those Pokemon that it's just a black orb with a guff sitting on it, by the way.
Yeah, it's just got chunks. It's got a hat.
It does. It's got a hat and tentacles. That's it.
It's one
There's
of
a
those.
bunch of stuff in here.
Oh, Eevee wants to talk to us.
Yeah, no, it's Eevee just talking about how tense it is.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
It was doing that earlier too. It's like, oh, the tension here is so great, and it's like, okay, Eevee, fucking calm down a little bit. Hey.
Yeah, let's head towards the top.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Do you want to have informal streams where you just chain shit, or do you want to do that off screen? By the way,
Change what?
Chain shit.
Oh, change.
Like for Seal.
I feel like it would be better to do it on screen. But I feel like this far into a stream, it's something that we shouldn't.
Yeah,
do.
not with OBS flickering.
Yeah, not with OBS flickering, not with all the other issues that are going on right now. We'll just finish this stream out, and then maybe next stream we'll do it or something like that.
Oh, is this a dead
Oh,
end?
this is a dead end.
Huh. Yeah,
Thanks.
I might want to prepare some like talking material for a stream that was mostly chaining.
I mean, if you want, sure.
It's probably stuff that's vaguely relevant. Like maybe I'll look up all these new Digimon and be able to form opinions.
All right, fair enough.
Maybe talk about silly headcanons for things. Maybe bring up a list of all the Pokemon I don't like and wait for people to be mad at me about which ones I don't like.
You're gonna just list them?
Just the Clink Defense Force. I didn't get into a fight with a guy in a Discord for art, but he was like, your blog has opinions I don't like. I'm gonna at you. And I'm like, go ahead. He's like, I like Clink. It has a clown nose. And I'm like, eh.
Didn't you literally at one point get yelled at by Bogleech for bad opinions on Pokemon?
Okay, so first of all, the one he did that on was mostly me saying a ripped open garbage bag, because it was Garbodor. It just reminds me of a bad day at work, and it's unpleasant. And I think he goes just through the tags on Tumblr and just complains at people for not liking his favorite. And it's like, you can have an opinion, but maybe a cranky idiot about the things I don't like. Yeah, It's just he likes gross things, and it's like, yeah, there's gross things, and then there's gross, like, this is a mundane thing that happens in my life because I work in food service.
I love that you didn't even, like, shit on it that much. You're like, I just don't like it. And he came in, and he's like, what the fuck? And I remember that night, you had, like, it was like 200 people just talking to you about how you're wrong.
It wasn't that many. It wasn't that many. It wasn't that much, but, like, there were people just going through the blog and be like, oh, I don't like this person's opinion. It's like, okay. Like, at least it's attention.
Right.
I did, it was like a week ago, someone was like, but I like Clink, and I'm like, I mean, it doesn't look like a fun friend. And they like that it has clown noses, and I was like, I've never had it pointed out like that before. If you just like that particular kind of style, sure. But then I showed them that one gear Digimon. I'm like, this is my standard for what a gear should look like. It's adorable.
I forget. Is that just Gearmon? It might just be Gearmon.
No, it's something else. But it's got like the little captain's wheels for hands.
Yeah.
It's
like
a cute
Gearmon.
little smile.
It's not just Gearmon? Like gear with a U?
No.
I know the Pokemon's name is just Giru.
Yeah, in Japanese.
In Japanese, like literally, Clink
gear,
is just gear.
Gear, and Gigi Gear, I think.
Yeah, I think
Which
so.
is fine, whatever. Oh, hey, there he is.
I was waiting for him.
There's that.
You could feel it,
hipster.
right? In your bones?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hagurumon.
Hagurumon.
Yes. That thing is, like, if you're gonna have an inanimate object Pokemon, Digimon has so many good ones. There's just, I mean, the overall aesthetic of Digimon, I feel like, has flaws here and there, but when you get, like, just, it is a cute inanimate object with a face, they do it so well.
Yeah.
And then Pokemon has, like, a really lush lore that I like, and there's, like, ecosystems and things connect to each other.
Do you want to join in on this, by the way?
Oh, yeah, I can, can't I?
Yeah.
And it's like, there's so many things in Pokemon that are amazing, and then every so often they give us just an object with a face, and it looks I didn't even...
yeah, you didn't.
But it just looks uncreative when it's just they put a face on an object. Like, I don't know.
I like Hagurumon, by the way, but I don't like that it's basically the origin for all machine Digimon. Like,
well, there's also that raccoon in the hat.
No, it's the smaller version of that.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Let's count this back because clearly it's not working.
Because I don't know when to go.
2, 1, throw.
Wow.
Okay, well, 3, 2, 1, throw.
Okay.
Kind of hit it. Anyway, yeah. No, Hagurumon is one of the origins for like all of the machines, and it's not like bad. I actually like Hagurumon, but a lot of the things it turns into are just kind of generic, and there's no really big, like, this is the cool direction to take this. Outside of, like, you could do the one that's a mech suit, which is terrifying, by the way. The fact that there is a Diggle that is literally just an empty shell that needs to be piloted until it evolves again into something else that comes back with, like, a brain.
Digimon doesn't have, like, set rules half the time, so, like,
really
you can get away
doesn't.
with that stuff. If a Pokemon was like that, I'd be like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like, we might have a stream where I just tell people, fight me on my Pokemon opinions, and I just sit here ranting about how Bulbasaur is the perfect design for a Pokemon, and everyone tells me to shut up. Like, we can do that if anyone wants. It's actually fun. Okay. Tangela, the vine Pokemon. Its identity is obscured by masses of thick blue vines. The vines are said to never stop growing.
I miss Tangrowth.
It's not like he doesn't exist. Where do those feet come from? Like, in the 3D model. The Tangela's feet just kind of seem to go up into the vines without having anything they connect to.
They might just be feet.
Like, they don't angle in a way that they are moving with the Tangela vines.
Not really.
It was a little odd.
I don't know.
Like I think that Tangela can be done well, it's just that model was a little weird.
A little bit, I agree.
Yeah, Tangrowth is cool. I really like the beta Tangrowth.
Beta Tangrowth was really good, and Baby Tangela from the beta was really, really good too.
Yeah, like those I wish they'd kept. It was like the big one was like it had a princess cut almost.
Yeah,
it had a lot of character.
It was so fucking good.
And like I like aspects of Tangrowth though, like it's got neat arms and stuff. Like you could have mixed some of that in. It's like, I don't know. I liked the one with hair. It's silly of me.
No, it's fine. I think that honestly, the beta Tangela would have worked just as good as Tangrowth. Give us like a, I don't know, like a specific evolution type that can only be done in the next game or something like that. And just have female Tangelas turn into that. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Give it a gender split later on down the line, like they did with Gallade and fucking Gardevoir, and I'm cool with that.
I don't
like
like
that.
I don't like
I know
that
you don't.
you can have boy Gardevoirs, but you can't have girl Gallads.
Yeah, but I think that it's
annoying.
fair under certain circumstances like that, and I think that that's fine. Like, I'm by which I mean, like, if you're gonna make that a thing anyway, then at least give us like female equivalents that are better Pokemon than the males.
I kind of just want a girl Galad.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean, it said it was reconnected, but I don't... Oh, it's back to green. I think it's reconnected. We'll have to wait for people to tell us that they can hear us.
Are we back?
Are
a
we
dinosaur
back?
story?
We'd like to be back.
It looks like we're back.
Yeah.
It's looking like it flickered there like 3 times.
Poor Josh.
We're gonna conclude.
Yeah, someone in chat was like, poor Josh, he's gonna have nightmares about editing this. Let us know, because we want to basically just, at this point the stream is ending. We're gonna end that.
Yeah, it's
too much. It's too much.
no good.
We'll put a Pokemon in the Pokeball off stream, and then we'll come back and it'll be a surprise.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll do it by the end of well, at some point next week. Next week we'll do another stream. We'll let you guys know ahead of time before it happens.
Might prepare some talking points, and then we can just talk about designs and Digimon and stuff. Maybe just an informal catching things stream. I don't know.
Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for enjoying our stuff, and we love you guys so much. It means a lot to us whenever you show up for these. Just thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all of the Hundogs.
Yeah.
Because I usually don't make stuff at that scale, and I don't sprite things, so I'm just really glad that went over so well.
Yeah.
Aww. I am the white void, I am the cold steel, I am this just sword with blade in hand. Shall I reap the sins of this world and cleanse it in the fires of destruction? Are we still on?
Yeah, we're still on.
Okay, I just want to make... You were at the computer.
No, it's
Fafney's
fine.
just put in the Hakumen edge speech.
Yeah, okay.
Teleports behind you. Nothing personnel, brother. Slice.
Alright. Good night, you guys.
Good night.
I want to be the best there ever was, to beat all the rest, yeah.